everybody, it's Sarah, and I'm back to tell you the answer to the number one question that I get about my diet. Where do you get your protein? It's funny to me every time somebody says this because it's almost like a canned response that people wonder that. But it's funny because when I ask them a question in return, how much protein does a person need? Nobody seems to know the answer. So I want to help you guys figure that out today in this video. I'm going to explain that to you. So my short answer is fruits and vegetables. Yep, that's it. Fruits and vegetables have more than enough protein to healthily sustain a human and a horse, a cow, a gorilla, an elephant, a buffalo. You get my point. As long as a person eats enough calories, then there should be no problem with their protein intake. So these are some of the things that people have said to me. You can't survive on fruits and vegetables. They don't have enough protein. And somebody once told me that they heard that lettuce has basically no nutritional value, which is crazy. So why does everybody think that we need high amounts of animal protein to survive? Why do so many people think this? Well, my short answer again is meat and dairy industry media marketing. You guys have all seen the hundreds of commercials out there for beef, chicken, eggs, yogurt, cheese, all telling you that it's nutritionally essential to eat these foods in order to get enough protein. But think about it, really, these are profiting businesses, and they're looking for any possible way to get you, the consumer, to buy their product so that they can make more money. It's sad but true. So we can easily see how this can affect our viewpoint. But there's another aspect. What about what my doctor says? So your doctor might tell you that it's healthy to eat lean meat and low-fat dairy as part of your healthy diet. But do we really need to eat animal products to get enough protein in our diet? Well, what your doctor isn't telling you is that eating no meat or dairy would actually be better for you. But because of society's pressures and personal habits that are hard to break, they won't tell you that because they know that 99% of you won't change your diet enough to make a difference. That's sad too. And actually, my husband's doctor admitted that to us after we changed our diet. Prior to that, he told my husband that unless he was a zealot about his diet, that it wouldn't change his cholesterol, high blood pressure, other health problems. So he just put him on a medication. So after we changed our diet on our own, and we went back to the doctor to hope, we were hopeful that he would get off the medication. And we were right. He did take him off the medication. He admitted that, he actually told us that what he meant by a zealot was actually what we were doing, eating mostly plants. So he took him off the medication because his cholesterol went down over 50 points. He also told us that the reason he didn't tell people to change their diet was because he said he couldn't get people to even go for a walk, let alone change their diet enough to make a difference in their health. So doctors give people medications instead. I mean, think about it. Most people I know aren't willing to change their diet. I personally know people that have had serious health problems and serious illnesses that still won't change their diet to help themselves. But they'll go to the doctor and they'll take like 20 pills a day, but the easiest thing to change they won't do. And that's sad because You know, when you think about it, diabetes, heart disease, cancer, stroke, high cholesterol, obesity, these are all lifestyle diseases. Things that we have control over. They're affected by what we eat, how much sleep we get, how we treat our bodies, if we exercise, how much stress we have in our life. We have control over all of those things. And that's good news. And I'm happy that I've learned that because it's changed my life for the better since I've made those changes to improve my own health. And you can do it too. So how much protein do we really need? In the book, The 80-10-10 Diet by Dr. Douglas Graham, he explains the ratio 80-10-10 and why he recommends 80% caloric intake from carbohydrates, 10% from protein, and 10% from fat. And ideally, we would only need at the most 10% of our caloric intake from protein to be healthy. So if you think about that, based on an average 2,000 calorie diet, that would mean eating approximately 50 grams of protein per day. So that might seem like a small number if you're used to eating a sad, standard American diet, but there's a lot of credible resources and credible authorities that agree with this number. So according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, the recommended dietary allowance for adult women is 46 grams per day, and for adult men it's 56 grams per day. And these are a couple of the things that the CDC also says on their website. This is interesting. They say, what do you think about when you hear the word protein? Maybe it's an ad for some protein shake that promises massive muscles. Or is it the last high protein diet craze you read about? With all this talk about protein, you might think Americans were at risk for not eating enough. In fact, most of us eat more protein than we need. Protein is in many foods that we eat on a regular basis. They also say, save your money and don't buy the protein supplements. If you're healthy, you probably get all the protein you need from your diet. And also, rather than just focusing on your protein needs, choose an overall healthy eating plan that provides the protein you need as well as other nutrients. And lastly, they say, what if I'm a vegetarian? Because some vegetarians avoid eating all or most animal foods, they must rely on plant-based sources of protein to meet their protein needs. With some planning, a vegetarian diet can easily meet the recommended protein needs of adults and children. So, the CDC on board. Now, according to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, the FDA, they also recommend a daily protein intake of 50 grams. So this also comes out to be 10% of daily intake. So do fruits and vegetables really have enough protein to sustain the 10% need? Yes. So let's look at a couple examples. I got some written down. I'm going to read off a list of common foods and their percentage of calories from protein. So, bananas, 5%. Apricots, 12%. Cherries, 7%. Grapes, 4%. Oranges, 7%. Peaches, 9%. Strawberries, 8%. Watermelon, 8%. Tomatoes, 20%. Cucumbers, 17%. Baked potatoes, 9%. White rice, 7%. Wheat spaghetti, 17%. Asparagus, 44%. Romaine lettuce, 29%. Kale, 35%. Spinach, 50%. Broccoli, 33%. Carrots, 9%. Cabbage, 20%. Cheddar cheese, 25%. Whole milk, 21%. Poached eggs, 35%. Ground beef, 31%. Almonds, 15%. And sunflower seeds, 14%. So as you can see, plant foods contain more than enough protein to meet our daily nutritional requirements. So really, the next time that you think about protein, you should really be asking yourself, am I getting too much protein? Stay tuned for more information on that in a later video and blog post. So I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, please comment below. And I hope that I answered your number one question, where do you get your protein? So let's all get our protein from fruits and vegetables. So for more detailed information and an article that gives more specific information and links to credible resources, click on the link below to read it in my blog. And please like, subscribe, and share. And thanks for watching. Bye.